Stampers, I'm Meg from LovenStamps, and you are watching Maker Mornings with Meg. I have a card to share with you this morning that features our feature for the month, the fabulous Bright Skies, little pieces of paper stuck to things, the fabulous Bright Skies stamp set, and it's coordinating dies, some of which are here. And we are, I don't know if you can hear the lightning, well, I guess you can't hear lightning, the thunder in the background here, but we are in the middle of a giant hailstorm, which is very exciting. So how appropriate that we have our sunny days that we are sharing with you guys this morning. So we actually are going to put some blending brushes to use because we are going to use some of the extra dies in this set for some cool masked backgrounds. And we did just a little bit on the inside of our card. So this is the one we made last time we got together, that fun standing up card. So let's see, this is episode 436. So this must have been episode 435. And on the inside, we did that fun little bit of masking there to create those clouds. We're going to ramp that up, and I'm going to tell you what I did wrong the first time and what I was like, oh yes, this is much better the second time. So with that, I think we are ready to go. We'll add a fun fold in at the end on this, and I have mail call and some unboxing things to show you. So all fun for today. So let's switch our camera over and get started. If it is sunny days where you are, I am very happy for you. If you have this like crazy hail, rain, thunderstorm in the background, I hope that you are inside watching this video crafting. So, all right. So we're starting off our card here. We're going to use a crushed curry background. And just the real quick of making the Z fold is to go ahead and fold it in half, and then fold the front back. And this is going to create our basic Z fold card here, okay? So one of the things I love about this is we're gonna put a panel here on the front. The layer is gonna go like this. And so when you open it, you see the front of your card when the card is open. Now, lots and lots of cards can be done this way with this fun Z fold. So keep this in mind when you are coming up with, something fun to be working on. So, all right, so that's gonna be our basic Z fold, but let's set this aside for a couple minutes because we actually have a lot of other things going on here. And one of them is to make a fun cloudy background for ourselves. So here are some of the dies. I have a couple in other places, but here are some of the dies that we are going to have from this Bright Skies die set. So lots of choices here. And one of the great things about this die set is not only are there these dies here that just make giant like cloud shapes, there are dies here that cut out the, sorry for the glare, cut out shapes from the designer series paper. Remember that this is only until February 29th, this paper, so don't miss out on that before when the celebration ends. But the dies can also be used to cut out the stamps here. Two of these cloud dies coordinate, and there's some other ones. There's sunshines, there's flowers, there's little lightning bolts, which we used to great effect last time. Here's that. If you didn't see it, see that fun little lightning bolt on there. But what we're going to use today are these border dies. So there are two of them in different shapes, which means you can mix and match them, which is fabulous. And we are going to go ahead and I've die cut this ahead of time from here. So use your imagination, run this through my die cut machine. And now I have two pieces of cardstock that I have cut using this border die. And we're gonna use these pieces to mask. Now, of course, you could use these like on your card as layers. You could, stack them up or things like that. But I really like the masking capability for this. And so what I decided, when we did our masking on this part of our card, remember, we put our mask down, so it was like this, and we brushed Pool Party up here with our blending brush to create that cloud background. Now, for this effect, I really want to have like sort of the gold sunny skies peeking out through the clouds behind. And so we're gonna actually do the opposite on our colors. So instead of having the top part be Pool Party, we're gonna have the bottom part be Pool Party. And I need these two to be matching. And so just so that I don't spread the ink, I flip my mask to the back side. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off by adding some Pool Party here. And I'm going to go ahead and add some, like I said, Pool Party here. Repeat myself here. I'm gonna add the Pool Party ink where it will be on the bottom part. So remember, if you haven't done a lot of masking before or worked with the blender brushes, you're gonna swirl on your pad to pick up the ink, and then you're going to swirl on your cardstock to apply that to the card, okay? So there's our first one. We're gonna do these kind of a little close together, but I'm gonna try not to overlap too much. Whoops, don't let your mask slip. That will definitely make it difficult later. It's a little easier to do this on a larger piece of cardstock. You could certainly do this on a big piece and then come back and trim it down to the size you want. Oh, yay. Yeah, Betty, isn't that lightning bolt cute? And I'm gonna turn this so I have a little bit better chance to grip it and go across here. Okay, so there we have our cloudy skies there. And you could do this way if you want to. I kind of like having the white clouds with a Pool Party background, but we're gonna add the sunshine now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the same other half of our die cut. I'm gonna pop it on here. You have to match it up. And I don't want there to be a white gap in between, so I'm gonna leave just a little space in between. And I'm gonna grab my crushed curry ink, which is gonna match our crushed curry background. And I'm using my small blending brush. They come in 2 different sizes. You can use the larger ones, not a big deal. I kind of like this small just to have just a little bit more control. I can kind of see what's going on a little bit more easily. All right, so we're gonna go above there. All right, so now, see how it looks like there's like sunshine peeking out from behind the clouds? I love this effect. So again, I'm gonna line this up. I'm gonna swirl my blending brush here. Remember, especially if your ink pad is really juicy, you wanna start on your scrap paper or on your mask, not on your card, so that you don't get like a sudden, zing of ink there where you don't expect it. And look, there's more sunny days peeking out from behind, and then one more. I suppose I could have moved my mask a little bit to the left or right to get a little different shape, but I think it's okay. Oh, look, I've got inky fingers. That's okay. I'll use my chamois. Whoops, that was really dark. I think most of that's gonna get covered up, so. There's a lot of sunshine in this area right over here. So there, see, it almost looks like the sun's kind of peeking out right there. All right, so kind of a cool masking effect, right? Oh, yay. Okay, Betty says she loves this. So remember, with your masks, you can, of course, use, 1 or 2, but think about which side you want the ink to be on, so that the effect that you want is what you get. I'll show you the one I did opposite first. It's cool too. I just think this is better. So, all right, and use that little chamois there to clean up my fingers. Okay, so now we need to add to this for the front of our card. So we're gonna layer here on this piece here. So this is actually 3 by 3, and this is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And one of the things that I like about designer series papers that have some variety. So this one, is really busy here on the front, but some of these backs are very much more subtle, not that one. And they give you a lot of different opportunities to use your stamps in different ways. But one that's easy to overlook is the fact that you can stamp on your designer series paper. I know. There's always a little bit of like, panic at the moment, just because you don't want to mess it up when you have DSP. But you know what? It'll be okay. So I'm going to take my Sprinkled with Love, and we're going to make this a sprinkling flower card. And I've got this placed just for the placement. I'm going to kind of look through with photopolymer. Make sure you look through your stamps and make sure that everything looks nicely, evenly inked before you go ahead and stamp on your paper. Yay. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Kelly. Yep. Happy pre-Friday. Woohoo for that. All right. So we have our Sprinkled with Love, which is going to fit there. And now we need some sprinkling action going on. So I'm going to bring back my Pool Party ink and this fun rain stamp. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp this a couple times here across the top of my card. And if you're stamping on a glass mat, especially if you're using a darker color, you're going off the edge. Just every once in a while, clean up your stray ink so you're not smudging that onto the other side of things. And then this is going to come back to our card here. All right, now we need the things being sprinkled, and this is where these fun flowers come in on this stamp set. So I love how you have the whole flower theme, you have the whole cloudy theme, you have the sprinkles, lots of good possibilities with this stamp set. And we're gonna use Poppy Parade, so we're adding in some more colors. Now, I would not have necessarily put these colors together out of the blue, but when Stampin' Up! Uses them, when Stampin' Up! Artists put them together on designer series papers, they're basically like, hey, these colors go together, people. Feel free to use them that way. So I'm happy to take their advice. So, all right, I'm going to add some stems here in shaded spruce. If you were wondering how we were gonna double that, remember for each color, you wanna repeat it more than once on your card if you can, just to make sure each color feels like it has a home there. And then we are going to layer some pieces on here. So let's grab another piece of cardstock and we're gonna do some stamping and die cutting. So I've got my pool party back and we're gonna stamp ourselves one of these sweet little clouds there and a sunshine. We get our sunshine going on. Not outside, although it does not seem to be hailing anymore. So that's a plus. All right, so we're gonna take these and we are going to, through the magic of television, I've already die cut these, run them through the die cut machine. And so I'm gonna gently pop these off of here. Always be careful with your washi tape, especially if you're leaving things for over time. There we go. So there is our cloud, which is cut out, and our sunshine here also cut out. And now we get to pop these here on our cards. So we're gonna pop them on, sunshine up here, like it's peeking out from the cloud, just like that, okay? All right, I'm gonna move this over just a little bit more because I want to bring in some of the more dazzle paper. I haven't looked to see if this is available for order yet, but if you can't get it right now, you'll just have to add it to your next order. But I wanted to bring in some of this because it's part of my part of our whole curated set of supplies. And so I've got a teeny scrap. The thing about this paper, I know sometimes I look at this, I'm like, it's only 6x6 paper. It feels like there's not much, but honestly, it does not take much. Like this is all we're using on this card. On our lightning bolt, this is the only piece we used on this card. This stuff goes a long way. It's a lot like multi-purpose liquid glue, right? Okay, so let's pop this on here. I'm gonna go ahead and speak of the devil, multi-purpose liquid glue, put my layer on here. And then we're gonna put that little embellishment bling layer on. I know, is Sue with us this morning? She'd be proud of us for getting the bling in here. Oh, Joan, yes. A trick for lining up the sun. Yes. Hey, Jeffrey. Okay, so I talked about this in one of the other videos that I did with this project, or with this set of supplies. The sun is very specific to the die. It's not symmetrical, so it makes it extra cute. Because it's not symmetrical, but it does make it a little trickier to line up. So let's look at this. So what I would say is that if I'm doing just one, I really don't mind just turning. So what I'll do is I'll take a look and I'll okay, here, come with me, visit my close up here. So what I'm gonna do is set this on and go, does that line up? No, it doesn't. Okay, you can see that it's not quite right here. So then I'm just going to turn it one way. Oh, it's easier if the washi tape's not already on there. All right, so does it line up? No. Does it line up? No. Wait. Yes. Okay, actually got it right away. Okay, so what I would do is go ahead and pop this on here. And when you're stamping, sometimes it does matter the orientation. So let's just pretend that I just stamped this like this, and then I just found out that this die was lined up this way. So what I would do is I would take my Sharpie and I would put like a little dot or a T so that I remember later. There's a T there on my die. And then I would take my stamp, and on the side that I don't clean all the time, the back side here, I would take this, and it's going to be right there is where I did it. And I'd put a little T right here, okay? So now there's a T. Can you see that on my stamp? And so when I go to stamp this the next time, then I know that I can stamp it like this and know that that's the top right there. And then I know I can pop my die on it right away and know that they're going to line up. Or I might have to try one or two depending on how close I am with my letters. But the trick definitely works, okay? And I didn't actually do that for real, so I'll just have to take a teeny bit of alcohol and wipe that off. But the permanent marker, the Sharpie, should stay on there over time. So, okay, hope that helps, Joan. Oh, good. Let's see. Betty says, let's see. She says that the More Dazzle paper is on low inventory right now. Thanks, Betty. So if you want to grab that, it might be our lightning bolt that did it. You never know. It's been pretty popular. So, all right. Let's get our pieces back together here. So don't miss out on that if you want to grab that More Dazzle paper. So, all right. I know that I shouldn't say I know. I'm pretty sure they just got a new supply of it in. So, don't wait too long if you want to grab that again. So. All right, because it might pop out again if it's on low inventory. All right, so I love to layer my pieces there and then sort of peel them off one at a time so that I can get them back where I want them. Okay, and then our cloud, we'll put a dimensional on that too. And so we have our sort of sunshine, I guess there we go, peeking out, and our little rain clouds kind of coming down. So let's come back so we can see more of what we're doing. And we're going to pop this on our card front. Now, remember when I said that I didn't like that, I really like to repeat a color when it is on our card so that it really feels at home. And right now, this Poppy Parade is sadly hanging out there all on its own, feeling a little lonely. So we're going to bring in some Poppy Parade, and I'm going to pop this layer on here. So let's look at kind of what it does there with the Poppy Parade and without the Poppy Parade. It really, I think, kind of reinforces that color. Like, yes, this color should be here. It's not just a fluke or a mistake. So I'm going to pop this on. And then we're going to add Poppy Parade in one more layer too, because I like it. So we're going to pop this on here. Now, when you have a panel that hangs out over the open like this that has a tendency to be like, something that kind of, I don't know, it feels like it gets more wear and tear than the rest of a card, I always like to use a strong adhesive or more dimensionals than I might otherwise. So I'm going to go ahead and pop 3 on here. I think the dimensionals are pretty strong adhesive. I don't find that they come apart sort of randomly. So, all right, we're going to pop that on there. Now, we have that on there, but we need the inside of our card. So you could just leave it. You could just pop a basic white layer on there, but I feel like that's a little anticlimactic after we have this whole front of our card. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp a cloud here, and I'm going to stamp another cloud, and we're using Pool Party for this, which is a nice light color. You also could stamp off if you wanted to have it be one lighter. You can use your glass mat for stamping off. And I didn't stamp off completely. I just noticed that it's got like a smudge in the center. So let's do one more of that. And then we're gonna stamp here. Okay, so there is our cloud. Of course, if you use your glass mat to stamp off, please make sure you wipe that ink away. No worries. And glass mat is on limited lifespan now here. There's only a couple more days, I guess a week left to get it as part of the demonstrator starter kit. So I haven't heard anything about whether it's going to be available in another form. So just getting it as part of your starter kit, if you want one, is a great way to go. All right, so now instead of just having this white hangout here, we're going to go ahead and add this on a Poppy Parade layer so that we've doubled our Poppy Parade anyway. We've added more Poppy Parade to our card. I'm gonna pop this on here. One of the things I love about multi-purpose liquid glue is you can reposition it a teeny bit for a second or two when you've popped it on a card, which is really important when you have a layer here that's the same as the one on the front and you need it to match up. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this here and double check, make sure it's straight inside, and there we go. So there is our front of our Z fold card and the way that really comes out. And we have the clouds echoed in here, so they really kind of carry across and add our theme, and then there's plenty of space to write your little sprinkle with love message. Oh, we still need one more embellishment. Almost forgot. Okay, we have the adhesive backed hearts and flowers. And these, last time I checked, were not available at the moment, so you'll have to remember to get them when they come back. But I'm just gonna add one little heart here to our sunshine, and it's subtle, but it adds just that extra little bit of bling up here in our sort of focal point with our greeting and our bling and our die cut elements and so forth. So very fun way to add that. So hope that you guys are excited about some new blending brush ideas with this sort of sun peeking out. Oh, I promised you the other version. So the first time I made this card, I actually reversed them. So, oops, sorry about that. I don't know, maybe you guys would like this one better, but I like our version. I feel like it looks right. So here is the version that we just did where the sun's peeking out. And then this is the version where the clouds are sort of gilded. They're gold on top, and then there's the pool party in the background. It's okay, but I like this one better. I don't know, what do you guys think? I just feel like it's kind of the right way. I don't know. And we need some like meteorologists to comment or something, or like some Google photos. Do you ever do that? Do you like Google pictures of a bird to kind of figure out how your stamp should be colored? Am I the only person? Or flowers? We have that vanilla stamp set, and I had to Google what vanilla flowers are supposed to look like just to try and get it pretty reasonable looking. It's funny, sometimes our minds play a little trick where something looks not quite right and you can't figure out why. And sometimes I think it's that, like just a little bit of offness. So anyway, I think everybody's got our sun peeking out today version on their high side. Okay, so I have some mailbag to share with you. I have a very sweet card from my friend Nikki. And here, I'll switch our card back here. So here is her truck card with the love truck. And then we have this fun layout here. So I love this card layout. I'll kind of show it to you from the top. It's a regular half sheet card, so 4 1/4 by 11, and then you're gonna score it 5 1/2. But she scored, it looks about, well, I guess I can measure here, 1.25 inches in. So that means that the flap opens like this. So, and then she decorated the inside too. Yay for decorating the inside of cards, but this is kind of a fun one because it just feels a little bit special with that extra bit right there. And then let me close some ink pads because I have a box that came from Stampin' Up, and I just thought you guys, I don't know, maybe you don't care, but I thought you might be curious to see what is it that Meg's ordering these days. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up here. And then we have a little bit of an unboxing also, inside the unboxing, because, oh my goodness, this is a little awkward. An unboxing in the unboxing because I have the extra celebration treat, the Love This Memory Notebook Kit. So I know we've been talking about this, but I wanted to show it to you because it's really pretty fabulous. So that's coming. We have I didn't have this one before. I have all the others in these sets because they're so punny. You guys know I am all about the puns. So here is the Hey Chuck stamp and die set, which includes some really fun coordinated dies, and then of course all the punny greetings. You've got something to crow about. Ha ha ha. So that's in here. I have 4 packages of basic white envelopes because we should be mailing the cards we make, and I use these in huge quantities. We do a card ministry at my church where we make birthday cards for everyone and anniversary cards for everyone. And so I get together with an amazing group of happy stampers who actually don't have a ton of expertise in card making, but we have a great time together, and I prep everything for them, and then we make all the cards together. So we needed some of those, and then of course, I don't know, can you buy just one package of Stampin' Dimensionals at a time? I think not. So 3 is about my speed. I actually finally got new cutting blades for my paper trimmer. Oh, it's over there, you can't see. But these are a necessity. So depending on, especially on how much major prep you do with your paper trimmer, you're gonna wanna have some of those. I got the perennial postage greeting set, which I already got the perennial postage dies. Those were on my first order, I think, from the new book. But these greetings are wonderful. You're simply marvelous. I love that one. I can't thank you enough. You mean the world to me. Sending love and best wishes. Here for you always. I know you'll get through this. Your love beyond measure. That one pretty much goes with that tool set. So I'm pretty sure we're going to need that. Happy Mother's Day. Big hugs. I know you'll get through this. So lots of great things in there. A multi-purpose liquid glue, always need some of that. And then, because the season is coming, so we don't always have a graduation set available to us. So I got the cap and gown set because the season is coming. So we're gonna need lots of grad cards coming up, and then we'll get that settled. Oh, and actually, I'll show you on the back here. Sometimes this happens, not very often at all actually, but right here, there is a giant crack in that stamp case. Can you see that? If you get cases like this in your package from Stampin' Up! Stampin' Up! Is happy to send you a new case to replace that. So they really shouldn't come that way, and certainly Stampin' Up! Would want to know if something's coming through like that. So I'll just send a message later and ask them about that. So if you ever need to replace a bunch of stamp cases, like your, containing stamps from Paper Pumpkin or something like that, you can also buy sets of 4 stamp cases all on their own. So let's see, all on their own, yeah. So, all right, other things in here. Oh, this is a package of cards and envelopes. These are, let's see, I think I have one open. Let me just grab that one. And I do, right here. I'm gonna share this project with you next week. But the cards and envelopes here are really pretty. These are the Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More cards and envelopes. And the envelopes are lined here. They're not lined, actually. They're printed on the back side, I guess. And plain on the front. They come in both of these 2 colors. And then the card bases are the coordinating colors. So you can, oops, throwing them on the floor. You can use them either in the Calypso Coral or the Pretty Peacock color. And these are a huge hit and one of the new Sale-a-bration editions. So if you want to add those as one of your free items, you can do that. And then finally I have in here, which didn't come in this box, but I have my bunny paper pumpkin. So this one I have not opened yet. So I thought maybe we could do a quick opening together since we are all about the unboxing apparently today. I don't know, this is what we do when it's raining outside. We unbox things. All right. So I'm gonna grab my scissors and we're gonna take a look at this Love This Memory Notebook Kit. So this is one of the level 1 Sale-a-bration items. And you make sure when you order this as a Sale-a-bration item, if you're ordering as a stamper, then it'll come up as Sale-a-bration. If you're ordering as a demonstrator on the other demo order types, make sure you don't use this code. Make sure you use the one on the Sale-a-bration listing so that you can get this one. If it's not coming up as your free item, that's why. Okay, wow, I love the colors already. Oh, there's a block in here. That is a good thing. You never have too many blocks. And here are the stamps. Let's take a look at these. And just give us a nice white background there. Oh, that's kind of a glary white background. So we have, let's see, Just Enjoy, Shake It Off, Smile Every Day, High Five, Be Beautiful. I was like, what is that? Beautiful. The Best, Love This, Yay, Arrows, Squiggly, Smiley Face, Flowers. Start Somewhere, Shine On. Lots of good things here. There is a Parakeet Party Stampin' Spot, which clearly is a good color for this set. And then let's pull this out and see what we've got here. On the front, we have the sample, sort of. Here is the information, the stuff you can do with this. Oh, see, they've stamped that it's a good day around there. And I'm seeing washi tape, which always makes me happy. Let's see. Ouch. How can I do this? Sorry, I know it makes some people super nervous for me to use my scissors that way. Except for just 2 seconds ago, I hardly ever have a problem. All right, so let's pop this stuff out of here. All right, so we've got the, looks like tear tape stuff and some silver foil washi tape, always fun. A block, of which you can never have too many. So the blocks that come in these kits aren't the ones with the like nice rounded edges, so they're not quite the same, but they definitely work. You just want to make sure you keep your fingertips on them so that your fingers aren't down too far. It'll be hard to get your stamping. And then let's look at the pieces here. So let's see, directions. Who needs no stinking directions? So they do have directions. They're wordless so that they work for all languages. And they're basically like saying, like, here, you can use your letters to make this. You can add stickers down there. You can put the tape on the back to layer these down, add these, blah, blah, blah. So it shows you how to make the pages, some of the sample pages that you might want to do. So the idea with this is that you would be making a memory book where you have, you know, pictures on each page. Oh, this is so cute. Look, it's got little flowers. There's silver shiny on there. Can you guys see that? So it's got little flowers. Oh, and then it's inset. I like this. So it's not flush on the outside. It's a bound stitched book, and the papers on the inside are a little bit smaller. So they give us some extra opportunities. Oh, and these pages are not paper pages. They're cardstock pages. Oh, I cannot tell you how excited I am to have tried this. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here. So it looks like there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of cardstock kind of sewn in here. So you have the fronts and backs of all of those. And what to put on them. We have a pocket. So this is already, oh, it's adhesed on the back. It's all ready to go, so you can tuck this in. We have these laser cut squares, which are already popped and ready to get cut out. We have some of these pages here of different background pieces. You could use these as the big pieces, or you could cut them down. We have some holographic die. These are cardstock weight. They're stickers, but they're very heavy. They're the heavy weight. And Betty says, will you use this as a true memory book or something else? You know what? I am not certain. I actually love the idea of doing like little memory books as treats for people. Like if you take a really fun trip with somebody, or just, you know, I have a college student now, like a fun like set of things to send to them, or like a little memory. It's about the right size for like one trip or one like super special weekend, or one, you know, set of fun things. So I could totally see myself making this as a memory book. You could use it for anything. You could use it for to-do lists. You could use it for a big birthday card with all like birthday celebrations for somebody on each page. They're really like your imagination. If you have other ideas, pop them in there. You could use it for anything. Another sheet of the squares. Oh, and here is a whole mess of these little pieces. So these are one-sided, which makes sense because you're going to stick them down. So gosh, there are a lot of pieces in this book. So you figure out how many pages you've got. You've got stuff to decorate every single one. Okay, and they just keep going on. There's a lot more sheets here. See, these are cardstock weight adhesive die cuts. So they're adhesive stickers and flowers. There are all of these tabs and so forth. Oh, this is fun. These are 2 sheets of the same kinds of pieces, but a little bit bigger and in white, which gives you a great chance to journal on these. So these are stickers also. So you can, you know, write their little messages and stuff. They're just perfect size to pop on here. And actually, I think that these you could tab on and layer here with this if you wanted to have a colored tab. And anyway, lots of fun possibilities there. And then 3 more sheets. Did I pick this one up? This is the same one from before. But then these sheets are also in here, and they include all kinds of alphabets. So you can see which letters are statistically the most common. Z is a little bit less, F, B, J, but there's lots. Like there's 6 A's on each sheet. There are all these little squiggle arrows, and these are cardstock weight too. All these tiny little punctuation pieces, numbers, all kinds of extra letters from other languages than English if you need any of those. So fun for travel journals. But yeah, so this is all in the box, and this is all included here to go with this fun notebook. And honestly, even if you didn't use a notebook, you could make a whole bunch of cards out of these things. Lots of pieces, lots of parts to put together, and the adhesive, and the stamp set, and the block. All right, I think, Betty says that she's convinced now. I know, right? I'm pretty excited about this. Oh, Kelly. Okay, Kelly, that is everyone's solution idea. So not everyone, but a lot of people could use this idea. So Kelly said it's perfect for a birthday book. You can add someone's school pictures every year. I love that. So most commonly, when I just talk to somebody and I say, oh, I teach card making classes, paper crafting, scrapbooking, cards, things like that. They're like, oh, I used to scrapbook. I'm so far behind. Like, raise your hand if you've ever said that. I'm so far behind. And so I could definitely see this kit as a really great solution for that. So I don't subscribe to the I'm so far behind like thing myself, because I think that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. Crafting is supposed to be fun. And so I am very much of like this kind of size project where I'll like kind of make a special thing and then be like, oh, that's covered for a while. So I love that idea. So you could go back if you have birthday pictures, you know, or school pictures or something like that from every year somebody's growing up, or you could start it, get it all done, and then pop them in. You could have it finished if your littles are, you know, in kindergarten this year. You've got it done ahead of time for the next whatever. So, and I'd say boys or girls, it works for everybody. So a really great kit. All right, so there's one unboxing. Whew, that was pretty exciting. Are you ready for the other unboxing? I am going to do our Paper Pumpkin unboxing. So you might have seen this. Paper Pumpkin likes to send an unboxing video, and so they those are really fun for me, the big reveals, because Paper Pumpkin, of course, when you order it, it's I think $24.50-ish right now each month, but it includes stamp, ink. It includes all the pieces. The first month, it includes a block, so you have a block. So you don't know what it's going to be, though. You know it's going to be awesome. You know it's going to be Stampin' Up! And high-quality products, but you don't know exactly what, except vaguely seasonal. So then it becomes a surprise here, a paper crafting kit by Stampin' Up! When you open it. So, oh, look at this. Okay, so the stamp set in here is a bunny stamp set. Let's see, I think that's probably hard for you to see, but it says, Happy Easter, Springtime Greetings, Welcome Baby. So this could be certainly kind of nice to have a baby image in there, or a baby greeting, even if you're not using it as baby stuff, then you've got that greeting covered. So you can see why I was saying earlier, if you wanted to get more stamp cases to store your Paper Pumpkin stamps over time, you might want to do that. So, because you're going to get new stamps every month that you subscribe. Okay, early espresso, which makes sense because you're stamping that cute bunny rabbit. And then I love, it just comes with tissue. Sometimes the tissue is colored, sometimes it's always themed. So we're gonna open this up and see what all is inside. I love the gingham and the greens. So sometimes the boxes are, get this out. Sometimes the boxes are Paper Pumpkin orange, and sometimes they're themed boxes like this cute bunny one. And let's see, on the other side, it's going to show you the directions of the cards sort of as they are included. Let's get rid of that glare for us here. So I'm going to, pop these open. These can be a great treat to remind yourself to go ahead and stamp every month. If you find you're like not making time to do something creative or crafty in a month because our lives are so busy, Paper Pumpkin is a great way sometimes to be like, hey, Oh yes, paper pumpkin just came in the mail. It's time to do something creative. So, all right. So it looks like we have 6 cards of these in regular. Oh, these are fun. Okay, so I was going to say regular card size, but there's 6 cards in envelopes. So there is a set of these, and then a set of these cute little boxes to go with. Now, some people look at this and they're like, I don't like boxes in paper pumpkin because I don't do little treats. That's totally fine. Use these to make a card. Use them to make a scrapbook page. Use them all for something else. And I've showed you lots of paper pumpkin alternate projects. So you can check those on my blog too over the years from different ways to use box pieces to do something non-boxy. So let's take a look here. Of course, there are going to be instructions in here. It looks like there's some fun frames for each of the fun projects. And even the directions here to fold these cute little boxes. So let's take a look at the pieces. I've got, again, adhesive and thread. I've got super fun little embellishments, adhesive embellishments. Oh, Margie says she can store 6 months worth of paper pumpkin in one case to save space. Yeah, that's a great way to do it, actually. So, all right, now these are the cards of the smaller size. I kind of like these. And then they go with the smaller size envelopes here. So custom envelopes to match. And usually, usually they're printed on both sides so that they're extra pretty. And then these are those little boxes. So if you weren't sure what size the boxes were gonna be, looks like they are easily Ghirardelli chocolate boxes. You could put a couple peeps in there, but lots of good possibilities for those. And then we have, these are the die cut pieces. So these are die cut for us, and then you would pop these out. So this one looks like a cute little frame here with the little grass edges and some pieces there. These are the other cards with the bunnies. Oh, these are so pretty. And they're printed. So this is like the front and the back of a card. So they're printed like this. So you have both things on there. Oh, this is the one you're going to put the grass frame around. Oh, that's really cute. And then the little daffodils to go with them. Daffodil season is coming. I suppose there's some places in the country that already have their daffodils up and going, right? And then there's some sheets of these die cuts. So yeah, very, very fun. Baby slimline cards, yes. Betty says she loves how my box sizes are treat measurements. Oh yeah, it's all about what goes in the box, right? So the thing you need to know is how many Ghirardelli chocolate squares can go in the box, or whether a peep fits, or those kinds of things. So seasonal snacks, big deal. I was actually just at a big box store the other day, and they had peeps, like giant peeps stuffed animals. And I am a closet peep fan. So kind of funny. I love when peep season comes out, but you can get them all year now. So, lots of boxes work for those. All right, guys. Let's see. As always, I didn't say for paper pumpkin. If you are intrigued by the idea of getting these kits in the mail ready to go, you can subscribe to be a paper pumpkin, or you can sign up to be a paper pumpkin subscriber. This is the best time of year to get prepaid paper pumpkin subscriptions, because if you get 3 months or more of prepaid, you're going to get a celebration item. So you could pick out the that fun notebook, that memory book box as your free celebration item. But so you can order prepaid. You can also just go directly to my website, look up the Paper Pumpkin link, and you can go to Paper Pumpkin and subscribe directly. So you just put a credit card on it, and you can skip months if you need to. You can cancel anytime, and then Stampin' Up! Will keep sending you paper pumpkins as long as your card on file is valid. So you'll be able to get those anytime. Now, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you have an extra perk, and that is that you can get past kits for Paper Pumpkin. And sometimes they run past kit sales. They kind of clearance out a bunch of those, and they're a really good deal. But when you get a Paper Pumpkin refill, a Paper Pumpkin refill includes only the consumables of things. So it would be everything that came in this little plastic package, all the cards and the embellishments and pieces. It just doesn't include the stamps and the ink. Those would be the pieces that aren't in the refill. So if you want to make more of those boxes, or you just love those bunnies, they go with a theme for something you're doing, you can get these while supplies last. And they usually post They usually post on like the last Monday of the month after paper pumpkins are mailed, sometime around there. So you can check there. If you try to put those in your shopping cart, you won't be able to do that unless you're logged into if you log into your online ordering cart with the same email address you use for Paper Pumpkin subscription, then it'll work fine. If you go to that Paper Pumpkin refill page and you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin with a different email address, if you have more than one or whatnot, then you can actually type that in there and the system will let you go ahead and go forward with those. So anyway, lots of fun things today. So back to our project. This is the fourth of our Bright Skies project. So we have one. We have our diagonal DSP card. That's 2. Hold them all. We have our easel pop-up card here. That was 3. And we have 2 for our fourth project because I did 2 versions of it. We have our 3x4 card here with the poppies and our 3x4 card, same layout, turned sideways with the sunshine for our things. So these are there you get a bonus one this month. These are the projects for the LovenStamps Monthly tutorials for February. So watch for that PDF to come out soon if you've already ordered from me this month. Or if you are not ordering from me this month, you can get that on my Etsy shop when it gets posted. So LovenStamps Card Mart. And if you are a LovenStampfuls demonstrator, then you'll get these emailed to you. So yet another fun perk of being part of my demonstrator team. So, all right, everybody. Oh, Kelly says California has daffodils already. Yep. And somebody had another comment too. Oh, Kelly said it is National Card Reading Day. National Card Reading Day today. So happy National Card Reading Day today to you all. And mostly happy pre-Friday. So hope you guys have a great week. I will be back on Tuesday with another Maker Mornings with Meg project. It will not be a Bright Skies project. It will be something new and featuring probably your last chance at some fun celebration things. So happy Stampin', everyone. Have a great weekend and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.